Week 10 football is about to begin as New York travels down to Florida once again this season, this time taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. As you can see, both teams are struggling offensively, but the defense have been holding them in check. Kansas Tar lines up the kickoff, and we are under Week 10 action as the Jets kick off. And it looks like Humphreys is going to take it from the 5-yard line all the way up to the 35. But there is a flag immediately underway. And let's see what the refs have to say. Block in the back on the offense, as that is going to pin this offense deep. Decent return, but that brings it all the way back into their own 20. So from the 15, once again, got some scattered feet. This team is excited to play, but this time now encroachment on the defensive line. I thought some of the offensive linemen jumped, but they will call it on Steve McClendon. All right, two tight ends set left with a ace backfield. Doug Martin with the play action, and Jameis Winston just stays in the pocket, throws over to Evans, and Evans, the healthy receiver, is going to make a 6-yard gain. On 2nd and 9, an ace formation, tight end set right, and a handoff to Doug Martin, his first carry of the game, and what a good one it is. McClendon finally forcing him down by the shoestring tackle from behind, and that is going to bring up another first down. So 3-step drop and immediately hit on the play. That is going to be Josh Martin from the left outside linebacker position. And Martin doing a great job standing in for Madden this year. And Madden went out before the season and unfortunately will not be returning. Now, Martin again, this time with some extracurricular activity as he gets through a defender and gets 3rd and 4. A bunch trips set right side shotgun, and Sims in for the tired Martin, and one-on-one coverage against Buster Skrine, and Mike Evans high points the ball and gets the reception, bringing him into the red zone. On 2nd and goal, it looks like there's going to be it's going to be a spread and a handoff for Martin, who's been easily the workhorse on this drive, and he gets down to the 2-yard line, and after a missed completion that brings up 4th and goal from the chip shot away. Looks like Aguayo gets ready for the kick, and the kick is up and good, and that gives the Tampa Bay Buccaneers a 3-point lead going into this drive. Bryce Petty takes the field. There you have it. 2 touchdowns and 1 interception on the year, getting that late start after coach has benched Josh McCown. So the counter first play of the game, Bilal Powell, who is in for the injured Forte, gets 9 yards on the counter. Looks like a spread here for Bilal Powell. The handoff and gains 5 yards on the play, getting that first down, and this line is moving. One back set left side. Powell offsets, and looks like he drops back, and that is going to be a completion to Jermaine Kearse. Welcome, Jermaine Kearse, for his first reception on the game. Trips left wide receiver set. Drop back for Petty, who drops and is sacked right around the left tackle, and Beachum giving up yet another tackle, and that has been a sore spot all year long. 3rd and 7, the drop back and then hit and throws is going to be a reception for Kearse, his 2nd on the day, and he splits 2 defenders to get that reception. 2nd and 11 over to the right side, is going to be Austin Sefarius Jenkins. Welcome back, big guy, to the lineup. The weak formation, and that is going to be Jermaine Kearse over the middle. Let's take a look at this offense. We see Beachum giving up that sack already, and these tackles have been a sore spot. Welcome back, Austin Sefarius Jenkins, to the lineup. And we are getting this game underway. Less than a minute left to go in this first quarter. And then we drop back and throw over to the right side. Robbie Anderson missing his footing as he goes up and makes a play. But let's look at this defense. This line's going to give us a hard time with Baker and McCoy down the middle. making this interior a hard time. These linebackers for Buccaneers are going to give us an issue as well. This might be the second or third best lineup of linebackers in the NFL. So on 3rd and 7, the inside slant is going to be a catch, and continue moving the chains is going to be this offense. But that is all they wrote for this first quarter, and we are going to get the action underway in the second quarter. And 1st and goal from the 8-yard line, and the handoff to Bilal Powell. The power right up the middle, and as you see, a finished block by Wesley Johnson. Again, this interior hasn't done so bad, but the exterior of the offensive line has been a tough point. And on 3rd and goal, as you can see, coming across is Jeremy Curley, who had a breakout game last week with 2 return touchdowns from the from a kick return, and the PAT is blocked, and that is going to send, it looks like, the safety all the way down from one side of the field to the other. What's usually a routine 1 point extra is going to be 2 points for the defense, and that swings momentum even though the Jets are still up by 1 point. So a bunch formation for the back, and that is going to be Doug Martin taking the delay counter to the right side, and that is going to be Josh Martin bringing him down for a loss. On 3rd and 13, it looks like a shotgun set. Charles Sims over to the left side, and Winston drops back and throws over to the right side. That's going to be Sims making the catch, spinning through 1 defender and 2 defenders, and that is going to get him 13 yards on the reception, and that is a first down. A very poor display of tackling right there. The handoff here for Doug Martin, who's been doing well for himself this first half, and that is putting him up to 40 yards on the ground. On 3rd and 1, let's see if this defense can stop. They have a 3-4 set. The defense is moving all over the place, trying to create some confusion. And Martin takes it right up the left side and gains 5 yards for a first down. Ace formation, tight end set left. Looks like Winston this time is making some changes. And Martin up the left side, and finally taken down by Muhammad Wilkerson, who had a little bit of frustration on his face when he took him down. Twin tight end set, a bunch right formation for the receivers, and Martin is going to be taken down for a loss. Again, Martin gets these spurts where he gets a gain of like 15 and then is held for the next couple plays of a gain of 2 at tops. And that is going to be the first sack of the game, and that is going to be who else but Leonard Williams, the defensive end, in for his sack. Last week he eclipsed 10 sacks, so he is working up to 15 now on the year. On 3rd and 7, looks like Petty drops back and trips right set over the right side and not going to be able to hang on, and that is going to be an incompletion that hurts this team and stops the drive. With a little bit less than 4 minutes on the clock at the 32-yard line, 3-step drop for Winston, who just tosses the ball over to the right side, and that is going to be Mike Evans with a reception. Weak right formation, fullback in motion, making a strong eye, and a handoff for Martin, who just runs right through a defender. Good luck, Marcus Claiborne, making that play, and that is going to be a first down. I formation, looks like this team is trying to run power against this defense, and little do they know this is the #1 team against the run, but they are not showing it in today's game so far. So nickel back, 2 gap defenders and a blitz, and just again another toss, but incomplete. A great play by Marcus Williams. Looks like a spread set, a little bit less than 2 minutes left to go, and let's see how Petty can run this 2-minute offense. The first is a screen to the left side for Powell, who is taken down for a loss of 3. Levante David, the lateral linebacker, is able to make the play. So on 2nd and 13, a sack on the play. And again, we talked about this front 4 against our front line, and looks like McCoy is going to make the play and get a sack. So 3rd and 17, and that is, 3rd and 19, that is going to be a pick. Brent Grimes taking it, and that is going to be all the way back to the 29. And what a mistake Petty made. The young quarterback needs to make sure that he just doesn't toss it up and possibly get a turnover. Again, it's like pitch and catch out here. It's like we're playing some flag football instead of real football, as the Bucs get a 7-yard reception, trying to catch the defense off guard, and that is going to be Martin running that little cut-in route, and he gets a first down at the 10-yard line. First and goal. 1 minute and 1 second left to go on the clock, and Winston takes a deep drop back, a 7-step drop, trying to get these routes open, and finally taken down is going to be Leonard Williams, his second sack on the day. Looks like defense is creeping down, maybe a possible blitz. Not going to happen. 3rd and 4, drop back set for Winston, and he is going to throw it left out of bounds after the catch at the 4-yard line. Last play possible to keep them to a field goal possession, as Winston drops back a 3-yard and over to the left side one-on-one and just sails it through the end zone, leaving this a field goal attempt. So with 30 seconds left to go, the kick is up and it is good, giving the Bucs yet again, Nick Folk is the kicker now, but giving this Bucs team a 2-point game. With 20 seconds left to go on the screen at the first half, and that is going to be a reception. This coach, Garrettson, is not looking to kneel this ball. He is looking to put some points on the board before we go into halftime. Couple of audibles adjusting over here for Petty, who steps up in the pocket, and that is going to be fighting for yards, a gain of 8 on the play. 2nd and 2 with 9 ticks left to go in this first half. Petty drops back. 3-step drop over to the right side, a first down catch, and that is going to be Curley with another reception. And at 2 seconds left to go, we send out Canizano, who gets the kick up. The 45-yard kick is good, and that gives us yet again a 1-point lead leading into halftime. What a strange number of events that happened this first half. We have to do a better job. Our defense needs to step up and make plays and be the defense that we've known for the weeks prior to this. But as you see now, Jets 9, Buccaneers 8, heading into halftime. Let's look at the stats. It is all Bucs stats so far in the game, and we just need to do a little bit better job of making our offense connect, keeping our offense on the field. And I'm going to let you guys hit the highlights where we take it away at the studio. Hey, at the start of the second half, we get it out on the way with 2nd and 11 from the 28. Over the middle is going to be Petty, and that is going to be a takedown immediately, but questionable hand position there. And the refs did call the face mask. That is the automatic first down, and let's move the sticks. Twin back set, shotgun formation here for Petty, who drops back 3-step back. No one open. Finally coming across is going to be Curley, and he gets another reception on the day. That is his 3rd on the game. He does have 1 touchdown so far. 2nd and 10, a handoff for Bilal Powell, who's finally getting something moving. A quick little shifty move, but unable to shake the tackler, but it results in a first down either way. 1st and 10 over to the left side, and that is going to be, it looks like Jermaine Kearse with the reception. And we do have a flag. It was a quick flag, so let's see where it's at. Now we are going to get called with holding against Kevin Beachum, who almost still gave up the sack, but unfortunately that's just going to bring us back. And at 2nd and 15, the hit immediately from McCoy, and McCoy's known for his power. Petty is out, McCown back in. That is one way to get your position back. Not the best way to see it, though. Immediately when he gets back, he says hello to Gerald McCoy. And that brings out Canizar for, again, another 47-yarder. And that kick is up and good, giving this Jets team a 4-point lead. Now, in order to take the lead, the Buccaneers have to make a touchdown. But with Doug Martin saying, okay, put my team on my back, I have a 6-yard gain, and that is going to be 2nd and 4. Winston calling a couple of hot routes, and as you can see, he drops back 3 steps, takes his time, loads up, and one-on-one coverage down the middle. Nah, don't test our safeties. These rookie safeties who have been making plays all year. Jamal Adams says, don't think so, not giving it up. There's a reason why we call him a safety. As you see there over the left side, and that is going to be a catch enough for the first down, and Jameis Winston moves the sticks. 1st and 10 from the 39, and a handoff for Martin. Again, finding some holes. He is finding the holes. He's doing a great job being patient back there, but this defense is finally forcing him down at a reasonable gain. So on 3rd and 8, we have a delayed handoff. Wow, Charles Sims is going to come in for the tired Doug Martin, and he gets taken down immediately. And after the punt from the 18, we get Bilal Powell on the counter, and again, this defense is holding up strong. Again, we highlighted the struggles these offenses have had, but we have talked about how well they have done so far in the year as far as defense. All right, Josh McCown drops back over to the left side and almost picked off. Was going to be the 2nd pick of the game, but he drops it, and that changes field position, and that is going to be from the 20. Winston comes back and almost taking his head off. What a tackle by Leonard Williams, his 3rd of the day, and that is going to make him hungry for more. 3rd and 18, we drop back, and again, Winston under pressure as he loads up and throws to the right side, and they're going to rule that incomplete. What a great catch on the sideline, but unable to haul it in bounds. So after the great return on the punt from the 44-yard line, that is going to be McCown over to the right side. No one covering Powell, and Powell's not the speediest, but he does have some quickness, able to get it down to the 16 and a gain of 28. 2 stat receivers left side, and McCown is hit once again. Whew. What a tough day for this offensive line as this first front 7 is getting in on some sacks. 3rd and 15 here. 2 tight end set right ace formation, a play action, and McCown lets it go as he gets hit. He was lucky that wasn't called grounding. He was lucky it wasn't a fumble. But Canizar comes out to kick the ball, and the kick is up, and it is good, giving us a 7-point lead, a touchdown to tie it, 8 points to win it, and let's see what this offense can produce for the Bucs. Winston drops back a delayed blitz on the outside corners, throw on the run, as Humphreys makes his first reception of the day. Ace formation, tight end set right, and again, oh wow, what a pickup by Doug Martin, but nothing happened. Time had just expired for Williams. That is 4 on the day. Halfback screen set right side, and Doug Martin making one juke against Marcus Claiborne, who's been decent this year, but just gives up a big play. That's a gain of 10 yards. 3rd and 5. Winston drops back. Again, that little cut-in route for these running backs have been giving these linebackers a hard time. It is tough to play man coverage against the running backs as a linebacker, but we need to do a better job closing that gap. 2nd and 9, just runs backwards, buys himself enough time, and that is going to be Goodwin over there with a reception and another first down. This offense is putting on a clinic this drive, and we have a bunch set left formation ace as Winston drops back and is finally taken down for yet another sack. And this time, it is not Williams, but McClendon with his first sack of the day. 2nd and 17, looks like a blitz on the outside. Picked up very well by this offensive line, and looks like Demario Davis wants to make sure this wide receiver pays for the reception. Ace formation, a quick step right. Oh my goodness, just stops, turns around, gets the ball. O.J. Howard with his 2nd reception of the game. And this offense is making this defense just look silly today. Tight end in motion. Looks like Bray in motion. And that's going to be a handoff to Martin, who's finally forced down for a loss. And Demario Davis yet again making a play and getting in the backfield. From the 13th, second and goal. Trips right set. Ace formation. And whoo. Is that 5? Is it 5? I think so. Count him on one hand. Now, if he gets more, he's got a special kind of celebration for us. But he's looking down at that 5-time, just like Booker T looks down at the 5-time. And that is going to bring up fourth down. From the 21, looks like Folk gets ready to kick it. As the clock expires down to 2 minutes and 40 seconds. And the kick is up. And it is good, cutting into this lead to 4 points. All right, the offense takes it out, and that is going to be a twin right side tight end set, ace formation for Powell, and maybe they are looking to run the clock out. From 2nd and 8, 2 minutes left to go. Maybe another first down might end this for this offense. Wow, a gutsy call as Coach Garrison lines up, throws it to Robbie Anderson, and that is going to be a first down, but Anderson gets out of the game for right now with a sore hamstring. Timeout after Powell is taken down, so on 3rd and 8, there's 1 timeout remaining. A first down ends the game, and Josh McCown rolls to the right, sees an opening, and again, this veteran has not been taking any. He is throwing just his guts out all over the floor. A fumble, but a recovery for the offense. Minute 30 left. We're looking to run the clock out. Bilal Powell takes a handoff, gets a recovered right. Looks like he was almost going down, but recovers the stumble, and he gets 7 yards. Obviously, the clock is running here. And that is going to be Powell for yet again another handoff. And he is throwing no regards to the win here. Coach Garrison lines them up for victory formation. The best formation in football. And that looks like the Jets are going to end it here with a 2-game winning streak. They move on to a 6-4 record. The Bucs fall in sunny Florida, but not after a hard-fought game. Weird score. 15-11, your final. As you see, there are the score by quarters, and we're going to take it out for some highlights, and I will see you guys for some player stats here in a second. All right, we're here to present to you the player stats of the game. Again, final score 15-11. Jameis Winston was 16 of 24, but no touchdowns. And as you can see here, Bryce Petty 1 touchdown, 1 interception, and then McCown came in and just threw for 54 yards. Again, you hate to see the young guy go down, especially when he's making an early start late in the season. Bilal Powell had 50 yards on the ground. The receptions, Jermaine Kearse 4 of 61. Robbie Anderson 3 of 38. Curley 3 of 23 with the only reception touchdown on the day. Powell took it from the backfield 25 yards receiving. And Austin Seferius Jenkins not making a huge impact on the day, but he did get 1 reception. So the total tackles, Jamal Adams with 9, and 5 players with 6. Williams, Martin, Davis, May with 6. For tackles for a loss, McClendon and Josh Martin with 2 each. Adams and Wilkerson with 1 each. Sacks, we got the 5-time sack guy today, Leonard Williams. Steve McClendon with 1, and let's see, no receptions. Couple pass deflections by these guys. Again, didn't do too well against Jameis Winston, and this defense definitely gave up a bunch of yards against against Doug Martin. And Charles Sim made a couple guys look silly today, but overall, at the end of the day, it's about that victory, and we are coming off with a win, and that is 6-4. So with that, I do appreciate you guys watching the games. I appreciate you guys taking time and effort to watch these videos, whether it's all the way through. Whether if you are here at this time, you deserve something special. If you put up hashtag the SAG Squad all the way in the video, I might have something for you guys. Um, we'll see, maybe towards the end of the year. But I definitely do appreciate you guys putting in the time and effort to watch these, especially after I put in the time and effort to play and to edit these. I know I'm not the best, but I do enjoy it, and hopefully my enjoyment and my pride and my, I wouldn't put out something I'm not proud of. So hopefully you guys can see that. But with that being said, I'm signing off, and I'll see you guys next time.